It's Madden NFL 24, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Niners and the Steelers, and it's all up next.
It is a perfect Sunday afternoon, and in the Steel City, those are reserved for one thing, football, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, the wait is over. The regular season is upon us. It is kickoff weekend around the NFL. Our two teams here getting in a final tune-up, but let's look ahead to the 2023 season. What are you going to be watching for?
How about some of the recognizable new faces in new places? Aaron Rodgers, Derek Carr, Odell Beckham Jr. The identity of teams under new coaches in places like Houston, Carolina, and Denver. And then, of course, the rookies. After the draft, we want to see how they perform.
Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
Right off the bat, here's Pickett to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Pickett now from the gun here. A short one there to Freiermuth. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll leave him with third and a full yard to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Meanwhile, Pickett's throwing to the hands of Pickens. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Pickett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Pickett back to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him the first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
This pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
They run for it with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, 14 yards. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So a big decision there to go on 4th down. Gets him not only the first, but gets him the touchdown as well.
And, Brandon, you and I know that all these coaches tell us if every play is executed the way it's designed, it goes for a touchdown. But let's be honest. They were shooting for the first down on that one, and boy, were they fortunate to take it all the way in.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. McLeod now on the return. And he returns this to the 22. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of their stride?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, You just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 1 now. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon. And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Here's one deep for Pickens. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Pickett. And that will be incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this 1st quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
A 59-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Gets around him. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Fights him off. Down the right sideline. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now Purdy. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Juwan Jennings. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. That one complete downfield to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, Bert, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Now that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 6. From the gun, here's Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Shoves him away. And down inside the 15 he goes. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Kenny Pickett finding Pat Freiermuth. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. And San Francisco gets set to go here. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll get this to his tight end, Latu. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Purdy now on second down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of the game there for Samuel, and it results in a first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Purdy. Throw left sideline, falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Pickett to throw on first down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 36-yard line.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
This offense so far on third down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Pickett. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on 4th down, the Steelers going to bring in Braden Mann to punt. Ray McLeod deep here for the Niners. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is caught, Jennings. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Throwing here, Purdy. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got him. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Purdy will look to throw again here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
2nd and 10. Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Purdy now to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 24. Now Pickett. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's 2nd and 10. Going to run the toss here to Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down in a nice little gain. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 3rd down and 1. Pickett back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Pickett now on first down. A short one there to Freiermuth. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Pickett. And here's Freiermuth again. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Dialing up another pass here, Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Pickett. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Pickett throwing again on 2nd down. Completes this one to Pickens. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll throw again with Pickett. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Second and 5. Shotgun now with Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Purdy. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a solid first half from the second-year man at quarterback, Kenny Pickett. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his...
Hey, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Purdy. And that is incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Purdy looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Purdy. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
McCaffrey showing off the elusiveness as he's in. Touchdown.
San Francisco.
So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their 25-yard line. Pickett's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
To the air on first down with Pickett. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Again, it's Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they're fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third and 2, Pickett. And it is caught. And he will have the Steelers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Pickett to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And the red zone precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So what a turnaround to begin this second half. A touchdown and then the fumble recovery in quick succession.
It certainly feels like whatever was said at the half, it certainly struck the right chord, because they've come out with a lot more fire here in this 3rd quarter. Down 2 scores at the half. Now they're right back in this thing with a chance to capitalize right here.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10.
At this point on the field, a lot of play callers have a little trepidation. They're just thinking about running off tackle, quarterback sneaks, anything to try and create a little bit of room. But those aggressive play callers, they think to themselves, this is the right place to take a shot. And they do, and boy, are they successful.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Purdy now to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 35 yards. And the 49ers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. So a tiptoe catch back of the end zone, so tough to do, but he made it look pretty easy.
Certainly did, and the back of the end zone is treated the same way as the side.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. An extra point try now for Moody. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception.
Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wants only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Pickett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. 1st and 10, here's Pickett.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Pickett right back to the air again. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. Quick completion here to Johnson. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was finished off by a Najee Harris touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 27. On play action, they'll throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Play action. Now Purdy. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Got an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Up the gut, McCaffrey. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for first.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Purdy from the gun on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 for the Niners there to first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Purdy with a throw that's caught by Samuel. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 29-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he'll get it down inside the 25. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Purdy sets up to throw again.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Purdy. They'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Now Purdy. This is Jennings. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Taking it about the 36. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return.
Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line.
And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd and 6 coming up. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down, 49ers.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's second down. Now Samuel.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9. Purdy to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Pickett. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively.
They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Purdy. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Purdy to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 quarters not enough for all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So it's the Steelers who will have the first chance to go down and score here in overtime as we are back underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 20.
And Pittsburgh getting...
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
just shy of the 30.
Harris will start the drive out.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7.
Pickett with the first throw of overtime. And he is caught. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get down.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not really. He came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They hand this off to Harris. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Decision to be made on 4th and just a few inches in overtime. What do you do?
I know you've got to weigh it out as a head coach, because if you don't get it, you've turned it over in a great spot for the opposition to go down and win the game. But 4th and inches, I think what most teams do is they say, if we can't get inches, we don't deserve to win anyway.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Purdy off the play fake.
And got his man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Purdy will look to throw again here. And that one too wide and incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down, even though he's still in the pocket. He had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw.
That's Samuel caught left side. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
So it's a win for the Niners here, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, I thought this defense just didn't have an answer for him all game long. They tried to change things up, but he was always one step ahead. And he finished with over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdown passes as well.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
And with that, we say so long from Pittsburgh.